Welcome back, everybody. This is the Uncharted Vaper. That's right, the Uncharted Vaper. Josh Wazzy bringing you another review from a product that I picked up for the purposes of this review. A new product released to us here in the Philippines, and it's the newest rendition of the old one, the old Boost. Now we are going to review the Boost Plus by Aegis, which is also the company of GeekVape. So without further ado, let's dive down, open it up, see what's inside the package. Let's load it up, and then bring it back up on top, vape it, and talk about pros and cons. So I will see you down low. Alright, so there you go, the unwrapping. So let's see what's inside of the box real quick. Open it up, just labeled GeekVape on top. Open it up, put it off to the side. We get your pod, airflow, power button, drip tip, which is exchangeable from what the box said. And let's see what's inside the bottom of this box. So you pull out the styrofoam, you're going to get the typical GeekVape warranty card information, all that stuff is going to be listed inside of here. Sorry it's black, but even, let me see if I can adjust this for you. That's darkening it. Let's lighten it up. It's not going to really show too much, but you can see where it says GeekVape, the typical logo. Set it off to the side because we don't need it. User manual for the Boost Plus. Your spare coil, okay, which is a G-Boost Mesh iTech, same coil that's on the inside right now. Your drip tip, and a Android style charger with a silicone pack that I would say do not eat if you want to survive. So with that, let's throw this all back into the box. Put this together. Oh, forgot that part. Let this together. Okay, so very easy to use. So what you're going to do, let's pull this out some right there. You can see my belly, so let's go back in some. Whoop, whoop. Alright, so with that, you've got very easy use. So let's show you on screen. 1, 2, 3. And now you can go to tip control settings. Let's darken this up so you can see it a little bit better. Alright, so now you have your tip control settings on here. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Stainless steel, what is that? Stainless steel, tip control regulated, VPC, which you can adjust your maps, bypass like mech mode, and your power mode. Hit fire again. And there she is, she's firing, okay? The ohms of the coils pick it up as a 0.48, as you can see right there. So there you go. So that's the very simple things of that. So let's go ahead and lighten this up some for you. Alright, so color, everything came out really good. It's the same stitching as the Aegis Max, and I gave the Beetle Black Aegis Pod away to my brother. But it's exact same thing. Same colors, same stitching. The Beetle Black Aegis Boost was also the same thing. So they kept the same theme going. It looks really nice and elegant. The drip tip compatibility. So let's pull this drip tip off. Let me just grab a drip tip. Random. It'll fit inside. Okay. Dual O-ring drip tip. So you can use your own drip tip. Big plus to me on that. One of the downfalls to me, it is a Android charger, not a USB Type-C, which to me Type-C is better for both data transfer and charging if you had a charge and go. I do have a battery inside. It has an easy pull lip with an O-ring inside, so it helps keep that IP67 rating. And let's see what happens as we let this coil saturate for the next 5 minutes, and then I will see you guys back up on top to talk about my pros and my cons. Alright, welcome back up on top with the review of the Aegis Boost. This thing is tiny. It's really nice in the hand. I am not going to lie. I like the rubberized feel. Really, really nice. I like the feeling of the skeleton plate they have on this as well. It seems really well done. Let me go ahead and take off this sticker. No, I'll leave the sticker on there. Let's just leave the sticker on there. Who knows? I may just end up giving this away or doing a giveaway in my group. You know, who knows? You never know. If you join the group, you never know what you're going to get. But anyway, been letting this sit down for about 10-15 minutes or so. I'm vaping on something sent to me in a 3 milligram, which we'll do a review on, which is by Oven Vaped. So we'll see how it goes. It's toasted marshmallow. So, you're going to get the initial reaction from me. I am human. 0.4 ohm coil. It says on the box it's good for 25 to 33 watts, and the spare coil is supposed to be a 0.6 ohm coil, which I guess is on the bottom since I read it on the bottom. The other one, which is good for 15 to 25 watts. Okay, most people with a 0.6 run 35, 45 watts. But that's here nor there. Their pages, GeekVape on Facebook, at GeekVape on Facebook, and at GeekVape Tech on Instagram. So that's their social media links. I will include them on the bottom as well. This goes out to a big shout out to Neon Vape Vanilla for getting me this product out. The juice is out. I've got 2 of them that I'm doing reviews on as well. So with that, let's go ahead and hit this. I'm going to start it off on a full wide open. It's really easy with a 1 finger either way. They're supposed to also come out with the RDTA tank for this as well. I don't think it's been released yet, but if it has, then, you know, it'd be something I'll look forward to getting because I like rebuildables versus coils. Plus then I can use my own wire. Which is nichrome. I'm not a big fan of Kanthal, people, so I'm sorry. I don't care. It's Kanthal mesh, Kanthal fishnet stockings, whatever you want to use, okay? But we're setting it at 25 watts. We're setting at the lowest ohming still at a 0.48 with 1 hit. That was with me pushing the button. No, that was 1 second. So it doesn't have a hit count. It has a voltage and amps. Let's try it out. Let's see what it's like. Okay, let's turn the drip tip around. A lot of air. It's really muting the flavor. So let's go ahead and cut this down in half. Cut down a little bit more because it's a little too airy for me personally. I'm more restricted direct lung, depending on the juice, but more restricted. Definitely not mouth to lung. It's one reason I don't like Kanthal. It kind of kills flavor. It takes a long time for that coil to heat up. I don't care if it's meshed or not. I do get a toasted marshmallow, so I'll give you that. So that's a plus. And I give you some nick satisfactions inside there too. It's kind of loud for single-sided airflow. Okay, that's a little bit better. This is with their mouthpiece. Let me real quick grab my little doohickey bobbers of mouthpieces. Or drip tips, because I got a ton of them. I don't want those. That's an empty bag. Let's empty these out. Let's go something with a little bit more restricted side. A whistle tip like they have, but it's tiny. So I'll give you a tiny, but it's got a smaller hole in it. Flavor does a little bit better with a smaller drip tip in it. But I do notice one thing about it is that I think the reason why they had the larger drip tip too is for the fact that they wanted to minimize heat transfer, because that coil is right there and I'm getting a little bit of a warm tip. Known issues in the past with the Boost was a leaky cartridge, leaky issues. So what we're going to do, take some hits, I'm going to pop this open, see what it looks like, see if it's got any leaks into it. Didn't have no problems with putting the seal back on, no juice pickup or anything. It's pretty much a filled cartridge, so... That's at 25 watts, let's go up to 30. I'm still getting that toasted marshmallow, so that's still a good plus. Okay, so we're going to do a review on that one as well. It's another juice that was sent to me for a review by Neon Vape Manila. So thank you for sponsoring that juice, Neon Vape Manila. Again, that is Jamari of Prevo, if anybody doesn't know who Neon Vape Manila is. Let's go ahead and take this tip back out. I'm going to go back to their tip. I just wanted to do a test on it and put this back on. Boom, it's back in. So you see, I'm running it. Less heat transfer with their tip, so it does a lot better. It's basically a hollowed out drip tip, like a sleeved tip, so it goes right on top of it, and it does good. So flavor is there. So now let's pop it open. Take off the cartridge. I have no leaking right now out of my coil. I have no condensation inside. Airflow is all coming from the front, so the non-condensation is obviously because if I purge this, you can't. Oh, new coil. Okay. Now it's only at 0.45. It's breaking in. It's going to come in the front, so therefore you're not going to get condensation on the bottom. So non-condensation, okay. Why would you call it non-condensation when you know you're not going to blow down, you're blowing out? So obviously you're not going to have condensation. That's obvious. The toasted marshmallow is not doing bad in a 3 milligram. I'm not getting a full nick, you know, like a nick hit, but it's like it's smooth, you know, so maybe it's with a smoother nick. I don't really like true rated nicks on a full 3 milligram because it's like hitting like a 6. That's subjective. That's my opinion. Okay, so there. Enough vapor production. Enough talking about it. It's broken in. 0.45 is what it's ohming, so it's a 0.4 ohm coil. It doesn't, you know, break down into 3 digits like a DNA device, something like my Kimberly will, which I've set it up to run, you know, triple digits, so it's 1.020 ohm coil inside of mine. So that's pretty inaccurate coil. It gives you your power, so it lets you know on top where you're at. Aesthetically wise, amazingly looking. Feels great in the hand. I like the battery cap because it does have the finger pull. It doesn't come with a tool like the other ones, which to me was not needed. I mean, if you can't take your fingers and grab this and twist, that's a personal problem. Battery ventilation on the bottom, very nice. Very nice aesthetics. It's just going on along with their themes of all their blacks. Okay, guys, it's the Beetle Black from their Aegis Pod. Had the exact same back leather strap with the same color stitching. The Aegis Max, which is right here, same thing. Black leather stitching, which is that brownish stitching, same. All the same. Rubberized feeling, so when you're gripping it, it's really nice. It's not like something you feel like it's going to fall in your hand. It's not extremely heavy, even with a battery inside of it. Hit counter is on the bottom, so now I got 20 hits. $21 hits. So yeah, it says I'm running a lot of amps, but there is a 0.4 ohm coil. So here's my pros and cons. Pros, Looks good, feels good, lighter weight. The fact that it is waterproof and somewhat shockproof is good. I'm not going to take it and just throw it onto my ground or on my granite countertop, but granite desk. Cons to me: 1, having a USB, micro USB cable instead of a Type C. You are a Type C on, I think this was micro too. Yeah. The pod, the Aegis pod was a Type C fast charge. Yes, it's an internally built battery, but why not have a Type C? Because it's fast data transfer if you do an update for it. Alright? It doesn't have a color screen. Con. You know, a lot of devices now are coming out with at least a color screen. Put color screens on it. It's not hard. Airflow, it's nice that you can do it by finger on the go, so that's a big plus. You don't have to fiddle with it. Second thing, I would have liked to see more of an option to have like maybe a Kanthal coil and a Nichrome 80 coil, because to me, Nichrome personal flavor, personal taste, would have been a better coil to pull more flavor out to really test out flavorings. But that's just a personal preference. But my con is the USB, non-color screen, and that's really the only cons I really have on this. The only other con, you could use a con, but it's more of an opinion, subjective opinion, which is calling it a no condensation mod. You're not going to get condensation when you're blowing all your vapor production or vapor out the front of the mod, because it's not going on the inside. Now, hopefully you fix the issues of the pods leaking, because as of right now, mine is not leaking. And I don't see anything leaking in it. So once you get it back in, it does reset and ask you if it's a new or old coil. New coil, 0.47. It is going up and down, so it's a little sporadic on the reading. But for flavor, it does good. It's a decent flavor device. I'd recommend a device for people. The Aegis Boost Plus is a good device. Okay, guys? It is a good device. I'm not a Kanthal person, but that's just me. But it's still giving me decent flavor for the fact that it is a mesh coil. So, with that, thank you to my sponsors, Neon Vape Manila, Denkat Distribution, Denkat Info Page, Denkat Sales, Artery Vapor Philippines, ZQ Philippines, Oxva Philippines, shoot, who else we got? We got AAA Vape, Mr. Aztec Lap, Junior San Juan, Sean's son, Ernest Santos, Brondo, Mickey Bloor from Sales, Denkat Main himself. He's a very good owner of Denkat and helped me out with this channel and what I've been doing. Let's see. That's really Burnout E-Liquids is a sponsor because they sent me juices out for review. The juices sent out for Oven Vape was sent by Neon Vape Manila for review. So we're going to do that review as well. So we're going to do that review soon as well, so that way we can have it done. And then I got one more juice from Oven Vape to do a review on for you, which is an RY4 base. So with that, that's my opinions and thoughts. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Look up on Facebook the Uncharted Vaper. That is my personal page for social media stuff. I have my own Facebook group, Uncharted Vapers. I'm also with ProVape Community News PH. So like their page as well. If you get into my group, please just answer questions. All questions, 3 questions. Answer them, get in, follow rules. That's it. Very simple, easy. We love it. We want to have fun and a good time. Build a community with love, not hate. Let's do that. On top of the channel, if you're watching this video, look at the top. Here's how you get into my group. You have my Instagram, and you also have my TikTok to see me being crazy and funny. Please like and please comment on all the videos you see. You know, if you see them and something you're interested in, watch the video. Watch it. You know, I give you the information. I'm a technical reviewer. This is where you're going to get your information. I do this for you guys to make decisions on what you want. This is one of the newest products out. It is worthwhile getting. I would suggest it as of right now. If I have any issues with it, like leaking tanks or anything like that, I will definitely definitely update the community on a live video on my personal, the Uncharted Vaper page, and do a live video on it and tell anybody about it so people will know. So if you get on that page, like and follow it, share the page to your friends, share my YouTube channel to your friends, get them to sub to the channel. You know, like and hit the bell so that way you know when a new review comes out. So until next time, this is Joshua Ozzy, the Uncharted Vaper, and I'll talk to you on the next review.